What are you doing? I am live. Yes, I am here. I am here, ladies and gentlemen. Back from the break. You ready to start? We got Christmas music going on. Yeah, we got Christmas music going on, baby. We get the show started. Guys, I am back. I got StreetYard working. Put me in the live. I got that working. I got my brain working. That's more the key ingredient to have your brain working. That's just what I'm getting. Merry Christmas. I can't make it. Merry Christmas. So we got that going on. Oh, we got two people in the house. So we're gonna get this party started. We're gonna get this party started. Sorry to be so late. Today's been a very difficult day. I gotta remember how to put stuff back on. Make sure make sure my cameras are working, audio, all that kind of thing. It's I just say it's blah. So I am here. 2025 was a great year for building new year such a show. Right now, well, right now. Good evening, contact friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to everybody around the world. Welcome to Speak of Being Fun. And I don't work for myself. And you know, I am back. Back in the saddle again. I know it's been a minute. Uh, this year has been very awful for me because the health situation and stuff like that. But trying to get back to know it is very, very hard and very, very difficult to get back in, to get back in shape. So before we get started, I got to remind the people who come in here. I like to thank Sheila Journeys, Robin Chat, always. Thank you for the wonderful, incredible Christmas card. Thank you, Robin and Chat, for that beautiful, beautiful Christmas card. Uh, Thank you, everyone, to the better days. So, I want to say thank you for that. And we're going to invite some people today. It is Tuesday. It's, I think it's first weekend. Hold on. We got one person watching TV. You were watching me. Uh, uh, I'm here. I'm just getting ready. Give me just a second. Let's see. Bill, I am live. I'm back, baby. Come on, let's make some magic tonight. It's prime time. So, yes, let's jump in at prime time. But we're going to talk about some things. What happened in 2025? Oh, there was a couple of major hurricanes that Jamaica. If you want to cruise, go to Jamaica. Oh, man, wow. Jamaica got hit right there at Category 5 hurricane. Lots of severe damage. Lots of Chase family that took that. So Cat hurricane hit Jamaica, a lot of damage. Cruise industry. Well, Caribbean doing the rescue efforts. it's advisable with that is sometimes hurricanes happen. Oh no, it's very full hurricane season. Uh, there's none that hit the mainland. Uh, no major hurricanes hit the U.S. mainland. There awful. Well, there's also hurricanes on the west coast. Lucy was affected, not as bad as it should be, but yeah, hurricanes were not very important. We got three people in the audience. Thank you guys. If you want to come out, if you want to come up, the line is there. Hit that line now. Get up. We can talk about some stuff that happened this year. 2025. But I think we got to talk about something that's very important. One huge event. I'm talking about incredible event. Well, Caribbean got their foot out their butt. I tell you, finally, Royal Caribbean got their foot out butt and putting the icon of seas in Tony Galveston. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the major news of the year. The icon of seas is the biggest baddest cruise ship in the world in Tony Galveston. Oh, hold on. I got Christmas. We got somebody. Hold on. Give me just a second. I got it. Anyways, yes, the icon of seas is Tony Galveston. It's really great, really incredible. Uh, probably January, I'll put my deposit down. For the icon of seas, the U.S. Iron going to get the balcony. That for that one, yeah, especially when you go into I'll just give me a second, get you a message. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. I do this in the morning. All right, here we go. We set up. Yeah. Howdy, Todd. But thank you for coming in. Yes, thank you for coming up on the street yard. Uh, thank you for coming in. Anyways, I was saying, the icon of the season coming to Galveston, August 2027. I'm going to make my reservations with islandtime.com. If you want to check them out, book islandtime.com. Jerry and Amanda, the besties. Because when I put the deposit down, I'm going to be doing that. That's the icon. Yes, Rob is. I am. I am going on the icon of seas. August of 2027. I am putting my. Hold on. Gotta take pills. Gotta take pills. Pills all day, every day. Yes. I'll put my deposit down and uh, January. I'll put my deposit down, then the monthly payments. Hopefully I can pay it off. Hopefully I can pay it off before the end of the year. And on the way about it, then I can say all the money for the trip. Here's to say I gotta do the book of flight or taking the train. I might just take the train, and then do the Uber and go to the hotel room. I might think this is gonna be the first time somebody's gonna be on there. The room's gonna be ready, so I'll be ready. Uh, just what on the yes and yeah, but I will get information. You know, off the Regal Beach. Oh, you got off the Love. Yes, the Regal Beach set. That's a nice. That's a nice. But yeah, I did a Carnival Jubilee, the first sailing 20 years ago. Great ship, great crew. Kindle Fire and Texan met her. She'll be on the Jubilee. Uh, as far as me is concerned, I wanted to go on the cruise this year, but I wanted to go on the DMV cruise, but it's just way too much money. And yes, I'm gonna win the lottery. Win the lottery and pay off the cruise. Pay off the cruise. But yeah, so the fake news of the year, the icon scene, has been here a long time ago. But my the comparison, what would I want, the icon or the star? You know, Lone Star State in Texas and the Star Sea, they go together. Or did you believe? It was a great trip all time. Is this Jennifer? Anyway, yes. But yeah, if I had a chance, if I had a chance taking the icon or the Star Sea, I might take the Star Sea to come together. Because Lone Star in the state of Texas, the Star Sea. Yes. And I was very disappointed that it come here first because they built a new cruise terminal. So the biggest cruise ship in the world should go to the biggest uh, operating state in America, uh, Texas. That doesn't mean the biggest cruise ship should go to the biggest state. Uh, is that Jennifer? Is that Jennifer over there? Is that Jennifer? Yeah. Um, well, yeah, the icon sees is going to be, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But yeah, so anyway, that's the main top story. The other ones, the songs came out. The songs came out after the icon. So a lot of people want to know: do you think the shutdown is that all over? Is this shutdown order that lose or will be in the red and the black? Uh, they make up outside. They are charging the left and back, but they're charging crazy stuff on a cruise ship. It's just ridiculous how much money they charge. But yeah, the only thing I think about road cruise is the kids have for free. I know. A lot of my nieces and nephews, um, but you can send them home. We can go PG-18 on that one. Um, so what else was news? Oh yeah, Mexico this year was charging extra for get out there in the country. So I mean, it's a cruise ship at least that, and basically they're gonna send that money to you, so you have to pay extra. I think it's $5 this year, and then it goes up to $15 next year. Yeah. Um, and a lot of people don't understand what's going on with that. Um, now these are people. These are parents that have children. No, I was not going to this experience. Nope. Oh, it's Big Mike. Big Mike in the house. Get up here, son. Get up here, man. I haven't talked to you forever. Uh, every year it has disappeared. You have disappeared from the Black Lagoon. You have disappeared in the Black Lagoon with you. Yeah, Jim, we got 4 people. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. Uh, yeah, Mike, I haven't seen you in a while. I have not been doing live in a while. Uh, I was very, very sick. Uh, physically and mentally, I was, yeah, mentally, I was not into it. I had to force, I had to force myself to be back on that live, and yeah, it's difficult, especially when you go on a cruise in a matter of years. Anyways, so Mexico, guys, here's the thing about Mexico. Uh, this is for people that have kids. They gotta be slick. The drinking age in Mexico is 18. Now, these people don't check IDs. So these young kids, these young kids who like they're 18 and they're probably 16. You gotta watch your kids because they know the bigger the is 18. So, you know, Mexico, the drinking age is 18. That's 21. So, yeah, you just gotta be careful. Those, especially if you're going off the pier area, you go to town, they can get some drinky, you know what I'm saying? And they're real intelligent. What's really going on? We got music. Anyway, so yes, um, guys, don't forget to make sure this is the end of the year. Make sure you update your passports. Make sure you update your ID card, driver's license on your passport. Make sure it's 6. My day though. Uh, make sure it's 6 years. Uh, always like, anyway, oh, we got somebody here.
Hello.
Good evening.
What's happening?
Big Mike in the house. How you been,
Long
man?
time no see.
Yeah, I've been seeing. I've been eating. But the thing I see is How was your trip?
Well, I went on the Regal Princess for 8 days. We went
You on
to
a cruise ship now?
no, I was. I just got off. I got off yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, everybody before I even went on Princess, everybody's like, "Oh, you're too young for Princess. Princess, that's all old people." And but the reason I went was because I had that free cruise with Cruise Brothers, and I've been hanging on to that for like a long time. And they sent out an email saying that they were gonna, I was gonna have to redo some training or whatever. So I was afraid they were gonna take it away from me. So I went ahead and booked it because I knew that Princess wasn't going to be in Galveston much longer, and so they had an 8-day cruise, and I was going to Cozumel, Costa Maya, Mahogany Bay, and Belize, and so I went ahead and booked it. I booked it like a week before they left, so I really didn't know. I wasn't sure what to really expect, but I got a good deal on the drink package because it was $480, but that was for the drink package, the internet, and the gratuities all rolled into one. So really, it wasn't a bad deal. So I went ahead and got it. And the only thing, the only bad thing I have to say about it was the embarkation process was really, really long. I mean, that was the longest embarkation I've ever had. It was 2 hours,
Really?
2 hours from start to finish. I mean, they basically just separated everybody because basically when you book it, you got to get that medallion, instead of having a card, you got the medallion. And so a lot of people book, far enough in advance, they get it sent to the house. Well, if you already have your medallion, you get to go to the green lane. Well, since I only booked mine a week out, I had to pick mine up there. So I had to go on the blue line, and the blue line was like forever long.
Yeah.
And it's true. There was a lot of old people, a lot of people with mobility issues. And so, getting through that line was a little bit challenging. People in the line were, you can just imagine of an older crowd, people, bitching. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't say the bitching, but
this PGA team, man.
People weren't happy. So when you get up there, it takes you a while just to get up to the desk where you give them your passport and all that. So then she gave me the medallion, and then she's like, "Okay, well, you can go on. You can," and she gave me like a little slip of paper that had my boarding group, and then you get to move on to the next stage, where you go upstairs and you sit there for like ever because they have to call each group. And so, yeah, it took a good 2 hours to finally get on there. But once I got on board, it was really nice. Having the medallion thing is great. I bought the little thing that goes on your wrist, and I ordered it off Amazon for like $8. And so you just throw it on your wrist and you ain't got to worry about it. And, when you go to your room, you ain't got to mess with no room key because when you get to your door, it's already unlocked. So
okay.
And
sounds like a motion right there, and the pictures of it, I'll lock the door. That's cool.
Yeah. And the interior, I had an interior, and it was one of the bigger interiors I've ever had, and one of the better ones. I mean, they have plenty of room, giant TV, and that's another thing. You can actually watch football in your room.
Whoa!
That's like, how is it that Carnival can't have it, but if I go on Princess, which is owned by Carnival, I can have it there?
That's they want you to do the fun stuff. They want you out of your cabin.
That's fine, but I was happy because the day I got on board, it was so cold. That was one of the coldest days in Galveston I think I've ever experienced.
Ooh, yeah, well, yeah.
I was out because they had the football game up on the big screen out on the pool deck.
Uh-huh.
So I went up there first, and I was like the only dude up there. Cold. I had a hoodie on, had the hoodie like cinched up. I was trying to order beers, but the ice cold beers and the cold, it just wasn't
working.
It just wasn't working. And then it started raining, but luckily, by the time it started raining, they opened up the cabins. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go check the cabin and see if I can get it on. As soon as I got in there, had the game on, I was like, I'm staying here,
Yeah, that part.
Well, that's another thing because another bonus that I didn't know is because since I was booking through Cruise Brothers, and since I'm a travel agent for them, which I don't really sell, I don't sell cruises, but I'm still in that category. I get the elite status for Princess, which means you get a mini bar, a stocked mini bar, and you don't have to pay for any of it. It's just there. They had vodka, they had cognac, they had beer, they had gin and whiskey. So I was set, man. I was in the room on the big screen with the game with the mini bar.
Oh, man, you were set for life.
Forget it. Who cares about sail away party? Man, I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be to death and try to dance and I do it well. I would do the same thing. But are you excited about the Icon Seas coming to Galveston?
Well, I looked at it. I've looked at it already. I don't know if I'm because I talked to Will G because when I went on the Legend 2 or 3 months ago. Will G was on there, and he told me he was going to go. So I've been looking at it, but the prices are still a little steep.
Yeah, but you got
it's 2 years. I could book it and pay for it. So.
Yeah,
I'd like to do it just to say I did it,
Trust me. When I did all the greatest goods of all time, that's what I was thinking. It's only one time you do it the first time, that'll be the best time to do it.
Yeah. But,
yes, I'm going to pull the trigger January, but that's about it down.
I missed out on the MSC cruise. I was booked on it. But then I wasn't paying attention to the final payment date, and I went past the final payment date, and then I tried.
They wouldn't take it.
But that was a popular cruise to get on, and so
yeah,
I couldn't get back on it.
Wow,
I lost.
Whatever, but that was.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, so now how can we do the last minute cruise?
Huh?
If that's the final payment due, and how come the last minute people get to go on?
I don't know. All I know is I tried because I lost it, and then I contacted them, and they were like, "Oh, it's already booked up." But now there might have been some travel agents out there that had those blocked off. But I don't know. I lost it. So I booked a flight to go back to Thailand instead. And so I went back there for a couple weeks, and then I came back for the holidays and, worked out.
The holidays. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about some events that happened in 2025. The biggest news is the Icon season coming to Galveston. Bike adventure, the MSC Seashore, which is in Galveston. A lot of reviews on it, all the good sides on that. MSC, what do you think about
MSC?
Yes.
Well, the ships look really awesome. I mean, we were when I was in Costa Maya, we were parked right next to the Seascape, and I mean, it looked really nice. It looked. I would definitely. I think I would probably enjoy it myself. Everybody that goes on MSC seems to say good things about it. I mean, I've heard some
MSC.
people complain about the food because the food might be a little bit more European than American, but I don't know. I haven't been on it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's cheaper than Carnival now. That's what a lot of people going on MSC. It's cheaper than Carnival. And, you know, Carnival is just like Teddy Springer. Always.
Well, you know, Carnival, they sent me that that 3-time VIP point offer again. So I'm tempted to do it because I can use it twice, and they've got some 10-day cruises on the Legend. So if I did two of those, that would give me 60 points, and I'd be close to getting to Diamond. So I could make a run for Diamond if I did it. So that's what I'm thinking about.
Well, that what do you think about that? Did they go back to the regular VIP?
No. The only thing they did is they delayed it 2 months. So before it was going to start in June. So now they pushed it to like the end of August. And so, but they're sticking to the same thing pretty much.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people complaining about that.
Oh yeah. I did some videos on those, and those by far the most comments I had on any videos I've ever done was those Carnival VIFP. People were livid, you know. I've cruised on Carnival for 30 years, and I had 10 cruises booked, and I just canceled every single one of them. I was like, wow, that's pretty dedicated right there.
But yeah, it's just everybody at the Carnival they try to change it. Oh no. There are people say, hey, I still need more kind of money. Yeah, I can't wait for the icons, especially the swimming to the bar, baby. Swimming to the bar. Now, you might have heard of this other days. It's a major news now. You hear about that family that's suing Royal Caribbean?
No, I haven't seen that.
There's a family suing Royal Caribbean because the dude died, and they're suing them for over drinking him.
Oh, you know what? I think I did. I think I heard a little bit about that.
Needless to say, you're an adult. You know, you gotta know when you say when. I mean, they just want money.
Yeah.
They just want money. Hey, you gotta have control when it comes to alcohol, because Royal Caribbean don't have a limit.
Yeah.
Like Carnival does. They don't have a limit now. Needless to say, I hope they don't change it. That's one reason why I'm going to Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, Princess had the 15 drink thing too. I found because I didn't know, but as soon as I got on there, they let me know. Yeah, 15 drinks. But the one way that they're better than Carnival, if you get the drink package, it's just like Carnival. It don't kick in the first day. Well, it does. Soon as they get out into international waters, it kicks in. And so but for the time that you're in port, they give you a $25 credit. So you can order, you know. Yeah, I mean, but that's better than Carnival don't give you nothing.
And Royal Caribbean, when you get on that ship,
yeah.
That's like, that's not like Royal Caribbean. Hey,
plus, on Princess, you can use the app. So no matter where you are on the ship, you can get on the app, order a drink, and they'll come and bring it to you. So you don't have to be at the bar. You don't have to
Really?
be at the server. You just get on the app, and it's got a full drink menu. You name it. You tell them what you want. They bring it to you. So I like that for sure.
Yeah, I like that, especially when. How you been doing on the casino?
Oh, well, yeah. I'm not even talking about what happened on this cruise. Jesus, I couldn't get like all the machines were so tight. I mean, there was only like one machine. Well, actually, there's a couple machines that would give me a little bit, but everything else you just put the money in and just choop. But I mean, I racked up quite a bit of points, but yeah, I didn't come away with nothing.
Oh, so they were a tight one, you know, man. Okay. I heard that. I heard Princess is like that. I heard Red Caribbean is not as tight. Uh, it depends on the size of ship you're on, how tight it is. Like I know the icon. I know the icons can be. I think it's gonna be pretty good because they want to get those Texas people. Yeah, because instead of going all the way to Oklahoma, uh, yeah, well,
The pizza was
yeah,
terrible. I'll say that.
what's that?
Everybody was telling me, "Oh, Princess has the best pizza." No, they don't. They do.
Princess,
I'm
yeah,
here to tell you, their pizza was horrible.
not that.
Horrible. It was like
Like
Dollar
cardboard.
General. Yeah, I don't know. Dollar General pizza might have been better. I don't know.
Oh, it tastes like crackers.
It was bad. It was bad.
It is bad. And
They had a free pizza place, which I think they call Prego Pizza. That was out on the Lido deck. That place was bad. And then, but if they had one inside that you had to pay, it was either like $8 or $12. And so
for a full pizza or just a
it
slice?
was a personal, like your own personal pizza.
Not the small personal pan pizza, the Pizza Hut.
Well, it was like regular. Well, it was kind of like a Sorrento's, you know,
Oh yeah.
but your own personal. And they had like different versions, or you could pick your toppings. You know, you could tell them like
Oh,
I
that's
want
great.
this, that. You know, now that pizza was really good, but it was
Mm-hmm.
you had to pay for it. You know,
Yeah, thank for you. Thank for
so
you.
for the free pizza that they have, it was horrible.
Uh-huh.
Then they had a burger. They didn't have Guy's Burger, but they had what they call it, the Trident Grill, where you get a hamburger. That was free, and they weren't bad. They weren't bad. Probably not as good as Guy's.
Guys, yeah. Tell me about it.
Then some. Oh yeah, some old lady stole my table. Man, I was so pissed.
What?
Yeah, I was there. I was out on the Lido, hanging out, had a few drinks. You know, they had that nice. They got this really nice bar, the Horizon. I think it's the Horizon Bar. I think is what they called it, but it kind of hung out over the side, so you're kind of looking down at the water. And so I was there for quite a while, and so then I was thinking, man, I want a hamburger. And so I get all excited. I go over there, order up my hamburger, and they give you a little electronic thing that buzzes when your hamburger's ready. And so I get all my
Yeah.
stuff. I get all my stuff, and I go pick out a table. I put my stuff down, and the thing started buzzing. So I went to go get the burger. By the time I get back, some old lady done took my table, and she seen all my stuff. I was
Take
like,
your table.
I said, so I was like, oh, so you didn't see all this sitting here, huh? I guess. Well, don't worry about me. Man, because I wasn't about to get in a fight with some old lady over, you know.
Well, yeah, because you'll be on camera.
Yeah, I had to go.
It was the news. This guy on Tuesday was yelling, cussing at this old lady.
That was crazy. It's like, you know, she saw that stuff there and was like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Maybe she did. Maybe she's blind and we don't know. And just, he was just saying, people were just don't respect people's things anymore. You know, it's
Yeah.
the way they like that. Well, how is the internet on Princess?
It was decent. It was decent, but I was trying to upload a video.
I liked it forever.
I was trying to, yeah, it just wasn't even, and I just gave up on it after I let it sit there for like an hour, and it would never get past like 1%. So I was like,
What
well,
was that?
trying to upload it,
Yeah.
it would hit 1% and just sit there for like an hour. I was like, well, I gave up because I was trying to do some videos while I was on there, but no joy there.
No, no. Glad you're drinking again.
I didn't even get off the ship in Cozumel or Costa Maya or Belize. I got off in Mahogany Bay.
You didn't get out of Belize?
Nah, well, it was like a 45-minute tender ride each way. And
Well, yeah. So you probably spend at least an hour and a half in Belize, and you had to go back.
there wasn't too many people getting off in Belize, and
Right.
I think Costa Maya and Belize, pretty much everybody stayed on.
Right. Yeah.
People got off in like Cozumel and Mahogany Bay.
So why does Jubilee don't go to Belize?
I don't know. I do
That's
not.
That's a question I should put on video. Why does Jubilee? Yeah. By the way, this kid of five got married. Hearts are broken. My heart is broken. He got married.
But I had a good time in Mahogany Bay. I rented one of those clamshells on the beach, and had a bucket of beer, and but I had more than the bucket. But
Yeah.
well, I mean, I had a few beers, and then I went out, messed around in the water, did some snorkeling, came back, finished off the bucket, and then after that, I was like, well, I'm going to go over to Fat Tuesdays.
Oh yeah.
I went over there, but I left. I don't know, the bartenders, like as soon as I sat down at the bar, I ordered like one drink, and I got that, and then they all disappeared. And it's like, all right, well, so I left some money on the bar, and I went back to the beach area and went to one of those bars over there.
Yeah, they probably been a long couple of hours. The question is, a lot of people say, says in Mexico the drinking age is 18, and those bartenders don't check ID. So you see these teenagers now looking 18, they're actually 15, 16. And I'm just telling you, man, you need to keep an eye on your children because they're slick.
Well, that's another good thing about Princess. There was like, I mean, you could count the kids on one hand. I mean, that was great, Well, because there's no slides. The ship doesn't have a water slide. Doesn't have the little play area for the kids. Just has a regular pool, and then they've got a bunch of hot tubs, and then they've got the adults only pool over there, and but that was nice, not having kids running around acting crazy.
Oh, acting crazy. That's another topic. So let's compare Princess versus Carnival. What do you think? What are the good things and bad things about?
Well, I'll say this right off the bat. I would say that the main dining room on Princess blows Carnival out the water.
Really?
They got a better. Well, it's first of all, it's easier because you don't have to pick a time. You don't have to pick like early, late, anytime. You don't have to use the app to make reservations because they have like one of the main dining rooms is dedicated to just walk-ins. So when you're ready to eat, you just go, you get right in, and then the other two you kind of have to have there's one that's called flexible, and you may or may not get in without a reservation, and then one is strictly reservations. But I kept going to the walk-in only, and I loved it. I mean, I was the guy that worked there at the door. He knew he knew me by the second day. So as soon as I walked up, he was ready, had my table ready. The menu I thought was better. The food was better. The buffet on Princess, it's not quite as good as the Windjammer, but it's definitely better than any of the buffets I've been on Carnival, for sure. Yeah. Bigger, way bigger, more stuff.
They're
open.
I did not try the buffet because I was just too lazy. I was like, anytime dining, I want to be serviced.
Yeah.
I want this well rotten something. I have done the buffet by somewhere. When I was on the Navigator Sea, the Windjammer, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You didn't put this Windjammer next to my cabin.
I love the Windjammer.
Oh man, it was all day. Now the Windjammer food is way better than Carnival because the food is hot.
Well, and there's better. They got more variety. Know, Windjammer has like everything. Carnival,
everything you think of.
Carnival has like a few little things,
And the Princess. So yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't rank. I would if I had to rank the three. I'd still keep Royal at the top, but Princess would definitely be ahead of Carnival for sure. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not a.
Yeah.
I know some people are loyal to the Fun Ship, and hey, if you like the Fun Ship, stay with the Fun Ship. But I like the Princess because it was like more chill, older crowd. Wasn't a lot of nonsense going on.
Yeah. We call them knuckleheads on this channel.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of knuckleheads. I don't think they tolerated the knuckleheads too well.
Yeah, they'll lock your ass in jail. You want to like that? Yeah. So do you think there are Carnival is doing a little bit of adult only cruises? You know what? I want that to happen. Because I know it happens in Miami once in a while. They have adult only cruises.
Yeah. Well, they send me the adults only offers, but most of them, I don't know, it's kind of limited. They don't have a lot of sailings. They're like limited to just a handful, which makes it hard. But plus they don't give me for the adults only ones, they don't give me the drink package. So that rules it out. So if because right now I've got all these other offers where it's drink package, 3 times VIFP points. So I'm gonna stick with that until they take that away.
Yeah, the way to do with the drink package is I recommend you buy the drink package. I did a little bit of both, and I recommend do the drink package. You can do monthly payments on the drink package.
I don't know. That I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that's one of those you kind of have to pay.
Yeah.
But I think
you pay for it. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. I think you can do a monthly payment on the drink package because they have that. Because when you go to the checkout, you put in your cart, you go to checkout, it'll say how you want to pay, and then they offer you that in-house financing, and you you can split it up over 3 payments, or you can split it up over 12 months. I think you can even split it up over 24 months.
Whoa, that's the case. Yeah, I recommend everybody that goes on a cruise, pay every day out, months in advance, and then money that you need to use for spending money, you can save on that. And then when you get on a cruise, you don't have to payment. You can have a good time. Your drink prices is paying full. You don't have a great time. Don't worry about that. You got all speaking of that, did you get any online credit on Princess?
They gave me, what did they give me? I think they gave me $50 just for being with Cruise Brothers. I was supposed to get $100 for being a veteran, and I didn't get it. So I got to contact them. Well, because I think they said because I booked it so far or so close.
Yeah, the last minute. Yeah.
It's supposed to take like 14 days to kick in.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm gonna call them and see if I can't. But I mean, it's kind of too late now. I'm off the ship.
Well, yeah.
But for the next one, I'm definitely gonna check on that.
And by the way, guys, if you are a veteran, contact your travel agent. Tell that you're a veteran and you get some discounts. I know in the state of Texas, I mean, for Carnival, you get a discount if you're age of 55. You get a discount. Now, you can't get all the discounts. You got to pick one. So, yeah, make sure you know that. By the way, make sure you update your passport, guys. Passport is key. Make sure you have your passport updated. Make sure your children have passports. Make sure your old lady has one because it's embarrassing that she doesn't have it updated. She won't be on a cruise. You want a cruise, but she won't go on a cruise. That's the tough situation.
Be some tears at the terminal. You know, like, sorry, baby, I'm going on the cruise.
Yeah,
you gotta stay.
When you get back home, you don't see your stuff.
Oh yeah, if you're cruising out of here's a tip: if you're cruising out of Galveston and you book your parking, you might see affordable cruise parking. Don't do it. Stay away from affordable cruise parking because they were terrible. I mean, we sat out there. They were good. They were good. Like the day that I went on the cruise, they were great. I mean, they got me right on the shuttle, boom. But then getting off the ship, there was a whole gang of us, and it was cold. The wind was whipping, and we were all out there for like 2 hours.
Oh,
no. And all these other ones like Discount Cruise, Easy Cruise, they all had like 4 or 5 shuttles at a time. And then there we are, just like,
waiting in the wind.
It took me forever to get home. That's another thing. I'm usually back home before 10 o'clock in the morning. But this time I didn't get back till 12:30 in the afternoon.
Ooh. Yes. So Galveston is they're going like weeds. Now, Princess Cruises, what terminal do they use? Do they have their own?
No, they do the 25 and 28 were Carnival.
They use Carnival. So.
Yeah, they use one of Carnival's. But I guess from what I heard in April, Regal Princess is Princess is leaving. They're getting out of Galveston. That's what I've been hearing. Because there were a lot of people, a lot of the old people were upset because, Princess was going away and they were going to have to do Carnival.
Oh God! I'm going to sign for the young folks. I mean, you're going to go to run for them at MSC.
Because I was like, well, y'all can get on the Jubilee or y'all can go on the Dream. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all what dumbass people. That's, I agree. There's so many dumbass people. There was a cruise, Royal Caribbean cruise. Now this was news. A Royal cruise ship had to turn around because there was a big huge fight on board. So they had the captain say, "Hey, I'm turning this shit around. We're going to come back home." So. Yeah, those people that did that fight, they should be banned for life. I don't care. Uh, you go to cause a ruckus like that, yeah, you need to be banned for life because they got to turn that thing around. A lot of people gonna be upset. They're not gonna get to their destination, but the port on time. They got excursions, so that's a lot of money. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know why people do it. I mean, well, I know part of the reason is they get on there, they get that liquid courage going, and
everybody took courage.
they think, oh, I'm gonna be Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and fighting over chicken strips, and it's like, why are y'all fighting over chicken strips, man? What's
God,
going on?
the chicken strips, I just don't get. Why you gonna fight over chicken strips?
It's not that
Why
good, you know.
that's why I tell people drinking on land and drinking sea is two different things. Uh, you you can't, especially your first timer. That's like caramel. They're drinking. And if you pay, if the people on caramel that doing the drink package, they gonna say, "Hey, I paid all this money. I'm gonna drink at least two drinks." You don't do that at home.
Yeah.
You know. I told my friend Greg, I said, "Man, when I used to drink, we never did big. Sometimes we don't know how we got home. But yeah, no, you don't do 15 drinks a day. I can on a cruise ship because you know what? I don't mix and match. What does these say? What is mix and match? Oh, let me explain. Mix, well, I can do that. What's the mix and match drink? What is your story about that, sir?
I don't mix and match. I don't do that if I can help it. That's for sure. I don't recommend it. It's well, I can't take the hangovers anymore. I mean, and that's a surefire recipe for me anyway. I know some people can do it, but if I start out drinking rum, then I'm gonna drink rum for the rest of the day. Or if I start out with vodka for the rest of the vodka or beer.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'll do. But anymore, I can't really. I don't like getting stupid drunk. I don't like getting to the point where I'm having trouble walking, or maybe once my words start slurring a little bit, it's like, all right, well, it's time for me to go back to the room,
Uh-huh.
and
Or fall asleep.
that's
I've done that before. Passing out at my friend's 50th birthday party, and I'm doing shots. I'm doing different kinds of shots. I'm doing fireball shots. I was doing Jaeger shots, tequila shots. You're not supposed to mix, man. You're supposed to take up one area of shots. And,
yeah. I don't like the. I try to. That's another thing I've tried to cut out is the whole shot situation because, especially at the end of the night,
yeah.
because it seems like when you get close to the end of the night, there's always some idiot or somebody who gets an idea. Oh, let's do shots. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
let's do some
Okay.
fireball. Let's do tequila. Let's Jaeger bombs or
Oh, yeah.
like no. But
I said yes. I
well,
said yes.
this last trip to Thailand, that last night we went out. I mean, we were out there. I mean, we pulled an all nighter for sure. and because all the bars had started to close except for the one we were in, and then the manager or whatever, he pulled the cage things down because I was like, because they got some new rules over there too with the police, and you're only supposed to serve till a certain hour.
What?
So I asked him, I was like, well, we ain't gonna be in trouble with the Thai police here, and it's like, oh, don't worry about it. They know me, and I've already paid them. I was like, all right, man. So
You want to pay them off? Okay.
if anything happens, I'm just gonna play the dumb American
Okay.
tourist, And so we stayed in there and played pool, and then got towards the end of the night, like 3, 4. The sun was already coming up, and then people, oh, let's do some shots,
Mm-hmm.
those damn fireballs.
Fireball.
Oh man, which the first probably was okay, but then the last 2 or 3, I got back to the room, I was hurting, hung over all the next day. Had to go visit the toilet. Oh, it was bad.
Oh, speaking of fireball, I haven't had a fireball in about a year.
Oh, really?
My wallet said, "See, go and get my fireball to celebrate the New Year's."
That Sambuca, that's another one. That for some reason the Sambuca is popular over there.
What is that?
It's like it's similar. It's very similar to, as far as taste goes, it's very similar to Jägermeister. It's like a little bit less, not quite as strong as the taste of Jaeger, but I don't like it. My girlfriend, she likes it, but
she loves it.
because let's do Sambuca. Let's do Sambuca. I was like, no, y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Not me. I'm gonna sit here drinking my beer, my little Thai beer, and be happy.
Thai beer. What is that?
Well, they got 3 different ones. They got Leo, Chong, and Sing. And then, they got San Miguel Ice, but San Miguel's more of a Filipino beer. I usually drink the Chang or Chong. They call it. It's supposed to be pronounced Chong. I always say Chang just because
yeah, we'll have the Chang.
Because the bartenders are like Chang. I'm like, yeah, give me some Changs.
Oh yeah. What are you trying to say? I don't know. Maybe I some of that stuff. Yeah. So a funny story is when me and Derek were on the Vista watching after the basketball game when Arkansas won, we went to the sports bar, and eventually he said, "Hey, it's like 12:30. Guys get ready to leave." Hey, I said, "Keep that thing open. You want some tips? Keep that thing open." They get that thing up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. That guy came out like $150, $200 because well, not to you there. I'm going to say, do not do this. Booking, and if you know booking, and you bet on some games and win, and the guy, I called him up FaceTime and said, "How we doing today? You know what, D? We did really good. You can go ahead and get what you want." I said, "Oh, man." I had cash for me. I also had credit. I used cash a lot. On a bar, I could use cash for tipping. If you you gotta take this. I guess a good thing that you gotta tip somebody. A number bartender, a bartender on the cruise, tip them cash. What they do, if they tip on your card, they went to the end of cruise and then they divide that, right?
Yeah.
So so if you go to the cruise, if you want the bartender, tip it with cash. But anyway, I guess between me and Derek, they got to give out $130 tips.
Well, you got
That
some.
was also good.
You got.
I feel it's so good. And then, Derek, hey, you know what, Derek? Let's go get the pizza. Let's go get the pizza. I'm on the scooter. We'll get the pizza. That's a lie. And Derek says, man, you know what? I was saying lie, but I had to go. I said, no, I'm saying lie.
Oh, looks like you got somebody in the chat. Silk 67.
Oh, super! Hey, super! It's one of my friends from TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Super! How you, man? I was thinking about you. One of mine said, "Where's stupid?"
Hey, let me.
TikTok, man.
Hey, let me. I'm gonna run. I'll be right back.
Okay, he's gonna be. Stupid, thank you. Well, yes, guys, and gentlemen, TikTok is a blessing. It's also a curse. Oh man, wow! I've been talking to you in a while. The Z show. Yes, Stupid. Going, young lady. Anyway, we're going to talk about the 2025 news events and how you deal with drinking and tipping. If you love, if you would, if you know, bartending on a cruise ship, I would do it, but yeah. But yeah, if you find you a good, I'll tell you, a good bartender. I'm not talking about decent, I'm talking about a very good bartender. If you want a drink package, if you find it good for the people a little bit more alcohol than other ones, tip these people. Yeah. Because what they do is, at the end of the day, at the end of the cruise, they divide all the tips. All the cards is divided. So your bartender don't have, they put all the deposits on that. Ridiculous. I don't know why. But yeah, so if you are a bartender on a cruise, make sure one of the things is, that's why I go to every bar. I know when I go to a bar on a cruise ship, I look at the bartender. Where they have like two, three, four of them, and I keep looking at them because I guess I was in uh, industry. So
Yeah.
I look at them, see how they pour drinks. Yes, and Mike, you agree? You're probably a good bartender.
Oh, yeah. They definitely. Well, there's a lot of good ones out there that'll take care of you. And I tell you what, where was that? I was on the Ovation of the Seas this last time, earlier this year, and because I just hit Diamond on Royal finally, and so you get those four drink vouchers every day, and so I went to the bar, and
wait a minute, hold on. You just said that what?
you get four drink vouchers every day. So you almost don't need a drink package really, because I went to the bar and he swiped my card. He's like, oh, you're a Diamond. He's like, oh, you got your 4 drink vouchers, and so he was hooking those up. I mean, it was like half the glass was liquor. I mean, after those 4 drinks, it was all I could do to walk out of there.
After the 4, where am I going? I'm going to sit back out.
I gave him a good tip, that night. So he definitely took care of me.
Yes. By the way, you're in tip on the cruise. You probably get a bartender. They hook you up, and you go back the next day. pneumonia, and they're gonna be right on you. They'll say, "Hey, this guy's too good. I need to hook him up." And
Yeah.
yes, it'll be good. Bartenders are saying the wait staff. If you're dining, they have to tip them too.
Yeah.
I do. When I was on Jubilee, I have my favorite table. I have my favorite bar. I have different bar waiters. And I said, "Hey, you know what? You know, tip her off at the beginning. You know why? If you tip it in the beginning, your food will come back fast."
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, you know, it's all a system. You are fast service. You got to show it. It's like, what's I say? Show me the money. I'll show you the money. You give me the stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing is, don't be stingy and don't be cheap. The worst thing I ever saw is at the end of the cruise, and at the cruise, people are going to the house, the
Yes.
health center,
Yeah.
and they're trying to take the money. They're trying to take the tip out of the bill.
Yeah.
That's
I don't do that. I don't do that.
that is bullshit. I'm sorry, that is bullshit. What you trying to do? They took care of you for 7 days. You go and do that shit. That's bullshit. I'm just saying. It is.
Well, because you got a lot of these YouTubers right now that are putting videos out telling everybody to go to guest services and remove their gratuities. You know, and people are jumping on the bandwagon, and they're like, "Oh, okay," but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. If that's what people want to do, I guess they can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I mean, it would have to be. I don't even know how bad the service would have to be for me to do that.
Yeah, it's a service.
I mean, maybe if the room attendant like punched me in the face, I mean, it'd have to be something extreme for me to do that.
Yeah, by the way, if you're having a room attendant and he takes care of you, you need to tip him every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
A good tip. I mean, he was there, checking on me every day. And, he was bringing me ice, because my arm kind of swelled up on me one day, and I asked him, "Hey, man, can you give me some?" Well, that's another story. Halloween. It was this past Halloween night. I was at home, and it was like 2 or 3 days before I was supposed to fly to Thailand, and so I was at home. I was watching the World Series, and I turned the lights out on my front porch. So I didn't want any trick or treaters. I'm sitting, and I like to watch. I watch the games upstairs because I have the big screen up there. So I'm sitting up there watching the game, and I thought, and a commercial came on. I was like, man, I can run down and fix a drink and get back up here in time for the game. So I get up, and I had my empty beer can in one hand, and so I'm running down the stairs. I get to the bottom of the last 2 or 3 steps, and my right foot, when I came down, instead of landing full on the step, I kind of nicked it, and both legs flew out from underneath me. And I'm kind of coming down sideways, and my back hit one of the steps, back of my head hit, and my elbow, bam, came down with all my body weight on the hard kitchen floor. And so then I'm laying on the floor for like a good 10, 15 seconds because I'm afraid to move, because I'm afraid to find out, did I break my back? Did I break my leg? And the beer can was like right next to my head. I was like, man. So finally, it took me forever. I got up. My back was hurting, and my elbow was really hurting. And it looked like a softball was stuck into my arm. I was like, oh man. And then what's stupid was my first thought was like, man, I'm gonna miss my trip to Thailand. You know, I was more upset about
You're
that.
talking about missing that flight, yeah.
But so I went ahead. I still fixed my drink, and then I got a big thing of ice. And but I moved everything downstairs, and I put the TV on down there and continued watching the game. But everything's healed up except for my elbow. I might have to go see the doctor because because when I was on the cruise, like the whole time I was in Thailand, it was sore, but didn't really bother me that much. But since I got back and I went on that cruise, it swelled up again, you know. So I had to have the guy bring me a bucket of ice, and so I don't know. Hopefully I didn't break nothing. Probably did, but
wow. When we get older, we're not as quick in it.
can't run up and down the stairs
Dude.
like I'm 5 years old, you know. Especially when you're big, because when you're a full-grown 50-something-year-old man and you get that hard floor,
yeah,
it don't feel too good.
All that way, you're lucky to break your arm.
Well, I was afraid to worry about my head, you know, because I felt it hit the back, you know, and so I kept feeling nothing swelled up. I didn't get a knot, so I guess I got lucky there. But I guess the good thing was my stairs have carpet, so
you got burned. Yeah,
thank God I've got carpet on the stairs. If it has been hardwood stairs, it probably would.
Oh my God, yeah.
Back of my head, probably.
You probably have to do. I fall and can't get up. Oh,
yeah, that's what my sister told me. She's like, we're gonna have to get you one of those Medic Alert bracelets. And I was like, man,
there's not nothing wrong with that. My doctor said, "Do you want one of those?" No, I don't need one of them.
But
you know, the day when you get older, it's hard for you to get up and do anything. Yes, and I've gained so much weight. I'm so fat. Yes. By the way, speaking of fat, for those of you who are bubble, emotional bubble, if you are using a wheelchair or a scooter, you got to contact your travel agent when you book your cruise so you could get a correct cabin for your wheelchair or your scooter. That's the key thing to do that.
yeah, Princess had a ton. They had a ton of those, you know, those cabins for, you know, I don't know what they call them, the
wheelchair.
Yeah, well, I guess the accessible cabin.
Yeah.
And because you could tell they had like a lot bigger door and had like a safety button at the bottom. So I mean, the medallion it'll still work, but there's also another button down at the bottom. So if you have to push it, it'll swing the door open. Instead of having to turn the handle, you can press that button and the door will, you know, open up for you. I did notice they had a lot of those on there. That I guess they need them.
Well, for instance, because there are a lot of old people. That's why they have them.
But I had the pool. You know, I was enjoying the Lido area out there. There's no kids, and I mean, I was getting like all the hot tub time I wanted.
Ooh,
the pool was like over 7 foot deep. You know, so that was nice.
Really?
Usually, like on these other cruise ships, it's like 5 foot, maybe 6 foot, and they didn't have any lifeguards.
Oh,
lifeguards.
You got me responsible.
I kept looking around. I was like, man, where's the lifeguard? But they got signs posted, you know, no lifeguard on duty.
No lifeguard on duty.
At your own risk.
Well, they don't think that old people are living.
But yeah, I was loving it, man. I was out there just living it up. Because on Carnival, you can't really. Well, on Carnival, I got to get there early before the crowd hits it.
Yeah. Unless you go to the adult section.
They had plenty of hot tubs too. They had because they had 4 on the Lido, and then they had 2 more in the adults only area. And then if you went all the way to the back end of the ship, they had 2 more back there. So, but the ones all the way at the back, those were like always packed. Everybody would go to those. But Lido area was always good.
Yeah. So what is your next cruise?
Hey, we got Warm Strong Adventures in the chat.
Bill, where you been?
Cheers, Bill.
Get up here.
Well, I don't have anything booked at the moment, but I'm really thinking about booking the Legend again and using that 3 times VIFP points, because I can do it twice. I could do 2 10 days, and then that would give me 60 points towards Diamond. I'd be almost.
So the 2 10 days. That's for the Cargo Legend.
Oh, the Legend.
Yeah,
the Legend. They're sailing out of Galveston. Yeah, the Legend's sailing out of Galveston right now. So
those are on the 10 day. You know what? I don't have way too much fun with the 10-day cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. They not taking a cruise. I was playing a lot of basketball months. Only got 2 numbers. But I was thinking that, man, if I win the lottery, but then he get me out of hospital.
If you win the lottery, you can get one of them those 2-story suites on Royal with the slide.
Yeah. About 10 of my friends. Hey,
the hot tub out on the balcony.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm trying to get my classmates for our 40th class reunion to go on a cruise.
Wow.
I'm trying to do that. Because it's our 40th, and so hey, let's go on a cruise. It's easy. Get a hotel room, restaurant, food, alcohol. You don't have to travel by car, and it's way cheaper than just go at try to find a place to have it, food and alcohol and travel and stuff.
Yeah.
We get like the few friends to do that, or this year I turned 60, man.
Oh, the big 6-0.
So I gotta do it. I want to do a big 60 cruise.
You should go on what is that? Virgin.
Oh God.
Just put the pineapple on your door.
Put it upside down, baby. It's wide open. Yeah, so now they gotta get a Virgin Voyager ship in Galveston. They gotta get one. They gotta put one up there. I'm just saying they gotta put one up there. A ghost only cruise. I think it'll be real popular. Something in Galveston. I like that. It's just deals. They call you out. So, with the icon is you. Oh, what are you doing? Get up here. Anyway, so the thing is the next. So this icon class they're building the Legend of the Seas. That one's going to the med. Now, the question is, which one do you want, the icon or the Star at Sea? I wanted the Star at Sea, the Lone Star State. You have the Star at the Sea. Well,
I don't know. I mean, I guess at this point, I'd probably be happy with either one. I haven't been on either one, so either way, it'd be something new, something
Yeah,
different.
I was.
I think you can't lose either way, really.
Yeah, I well, I had to put a joke on me. He said he booked the cruise on the Icon TV. And I said, really? What day? I said, I know what the day is. Didn't realize I could out here.
Yeah.
But I said, hey, you know the Icon Company? Yeah. They're on the way to. He said, he's not a loser, but you know he has female friends that are losers. His ex was on a cruise. I said, okay, don't forget me. So, Christmas and New Year's, what are you doing for Christmas and New Year's?
Uh, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. For New Year's, maybe I might get together with my daughter and her husband, and you know, either that or I might go visit my sister in Kentucky. Just depends. I don't depends on what everybody else's plans are. I'm trying to wait and see what everybody else is doing. My daughter, she's I don't know if I told you this, but because she's pregnant, so I'm
Oh,
gonna be a grandfather in February 28th. So
Grandpa.
yeah, it's gonna be a boy. They already got the.
Oh man, Grandpa.
Well, probably try to stick around for that too.
Grandpa, Mike.
But
Congratulations, man.
well, appreciate it. But other than that, I started up a new YouTube channel.
Oh,
It's a true crime channel, and so I've been messing with that, and I've already been getting some pretty good views, and my watch hours are like getting way up. I only got 100 subscribers so far, but I mean I got 100 subscribers in like a month. So
so
you
what's the
know,
name of the channel?
well, it's called the Bryant Report.
The Brian Report?
Yeah, and so it's like true crime, just covering true crime cases, and but I've been stuck on this one case, and it's like I don't know that one's been really popular, and I've already had people like wanting to fight me, and so it's definitely I'm kind of having fun with that because it's a little bit more rougher, and I didn't realize how like heated people would be over this one case, and I'm just giving my opinion, and boy, it's like the comment section just get
Oh,
lit. I don't understand it, but
yeah, it's like me doing a TikTok. Do you like TikTok?
I stay away from I messed around with it for a little bit, but I don't. I'm not. I guess I'm just not a TikTok type of guy. Uh,
Let's just say they are some crazy ass people on TikTok.
my girlfriend, she stays on that thing all day long. She'll sit there and just watch TikTok, just one after the other, and I just can't get into it.
Yeah, it's I got so addicted to TikTok. My blood pressure was going sky high, so I don't do it like I used to. I'll probably go on. I went on it today just to find out what's going on. There are some.
Hmm.
There are MLK Nation does a TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's bad, but other than that, the other ones are political. I like arguing with those people.
Well, see, that's why I guess that's why I did the true crime. But really, I got when I started, I just thought, well, I'm gonna make these videos and I'll talk about the case and I'll give my opinion on it. Well, I'll bring up the evidence and we'll do that. And but I got on this one case. It was a cold case from like 60 years ago.
Ooh.
I didn't realize it's from a small town in Tennessee, and I guess it's like it's been a feud going on with these people for like a hot minute, I guess, since 60 years, and so I just got on there and I took the opposing position on it, which they don't like. They're not too happy about that, and they let me know it. And I had one guy threaten to sue me already. Which that was why. That was why I ended up taking the video. I left it up for a minute because the views were going crazy on it, and I was like, man. But I could tell this dude, he wanted to sue me. He was an author. He wrote a book, and
he wrote a book about the case.
Yeah, he wrote a book about the case, and I guess he's doing pretty well with it. And the thumbnail of this guy, I put his face like right on the thumbnail, and I was like, author exposed as a liar, and I put all these exclamation points. And needless to say, like his brother contacted me, and are you going to pull the video down? Are you going to pull the video down? And I said, well, you're wrong. He said the stuff in your book is wrong, and so then they kept sending me stuff to like prove me wrong. And I was like, well, are you going to pull it down now? And then they were trying to get information about me, where I lived, and they wanted information about me being in the Navy and what rank I was and where and I was like, all right, so I could see I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to take a couple of days to think about it because, like I said, the views I was getting up there. So I just said to hell, I was like, you know what? YouTube's not worth me having to get a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad at myself, but I gave in. I pulled it down. And then we had to have like a back and forth through the email to try to like smooth it out to make sure I wasn't getting sued. So I left him alone. I don't really mention him as much. I just talk about the thing. I talk about the things that he'll say, but I don't mention him. That way he can't say that I'm necessarily talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a lot different kind of channel over there. The true crime people are a little bit more serious.
Yeah, they're real serious over there, especially when like this and stuff like that. When are you going back to Thailand?
I don't know. I don't plan on going back till at least March, maybe April. I got to take a break from it for a while because I was going too much. And plus that flight is so long, man, 16 hours.
Uh-huh.
It wears you out.
I believe it. 16-hour flight. Yeah. I might have to be way doing some fireball than do a 16-hour flight.
Well, the good thing was I racked up a lot of points. Frequent flyer miles, so they bumped me up to like gold status on EVA Airways. So so no matter what, if I book economy or whatever, I always get to board first. I get access to all the lounges, and so that's good because it's free food, free drinks, alcohol. They got the bottles just sitting out. You just pour yourself.
Give me that bottle of fireball.
Yeah, the first time I went in there, I was like, I wasn't sure. I was like, am I allowed to do this? I mean, so I just saw some old man just walk up and he grabbed a bottle of scotch and just like filled the glass to the top with no ice. No, he went sat down. I was like, man, he's going to be. They're going to carry him and put him on the plane.
Oh, you got to use the wheelchair to get him out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to chill out on that for a while and stay home for a minute and enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Mess around with my 2 channels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Probably
I've not been on YouTube in a long time because all the medical issues and
Yeah.
doing this stupid water bill.
Hopefully you'll, feel a little bit better.
Well, I didn't take my water bill today because I really didn't want to be in the bathroom all day. But it's supposed to help you and help with that reducing the water intake.
Yeah.
My feet were swelling up, so doctor said you gotta do it. So if I do it every day, I can't go nowhere. Every 15 minutes, I gotta go pee.
Oh.
I feel like I'm a woman. Pregnant.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, so
What'd you think
I
about?
don't yet.
What'd you think about
Western Nurse will be on at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Ocean will be on for a couple of weeks. You hear what happened to Bruce, right?
No.
He got hurt.
Oh, really?
And yeah, he's been off. He's been off for a while. That's why I talked to him. He got hurt. And I said,
Hey.
Bruce, what have you been? I fell or did something to the ankle or something like that. So,
Well, that's not good.
it
Hopefully,
wasn't bad. So I said, hey, you need to rest up.
hopefully it'll be all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Then you have Derek and Amanda be kind of like crazy.
Yeah, I see them all the time. They're steady in my feed on YouTube. All these different videos.
Yeah, they're doing something right. I mean, they were on our shift to Vista and said, man, no, I missed that shift. Vista. That's the ship I've been on twice. And and then you get on the Jubilee and then they say, hey, I don't think I'm going to go any lower than that. I think it's going bigger and better. And yes, by the way, Carnival is building a bigger ship. I think it's up to 28 or 29. It's so it's the biggest one in the world. It's going to be bigger than the Jubilee.
Well, they gotta give people something to spend money on because that new loyalty program is all about spending. So they got to get that money.
Oh yeah, so during the shutdown, I think they're fully recovered now. So now they're charging yang and yang. The prices are going up, guys. The speed up prices. You get a lot more special coming out. So,
Got what?
It's that we open. You don't get a lot of good deals.
Well, for Carnival's been still sending me a lot the same good deals. I mean, they haven't. That's one thing I will say. I mean, they haven't dropped off, on the casino deals, at least from what I've seen. And I was wondering about that because I thought,
we got dummy coming up.
Could it be Bill?
Oh, not good.
Something would happen.
I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. That's what you do when you hit the wrong button. I just also said, so it's here. So it's there.
The ghost.
Anyway, but yeah, needless to say, a lot of people want to go about the good and
So, what do you think about the Texans beating the Chiefs? How about that?
I was happy. I was so happy. We don't have to see that Taylor Swift anymore.
Yeah.
If I won't,
Where was she at? Maybe she could have. Maybe she could have caught some passes.
I don't think she's there. Did you hear when the Chiefs came to Cowboys? AT&T Taylor Swift wanted to get more security, and AT&T said no, but he didn't show up. I mean, ever
Yeah.
since they got engaged, they've been losing. See, I'm telling you, when a woman gets in front of you playing ball, you lose. Ever since they got engaged, they've been losing games. The same. Those arguments.
Uh-oh. Bill said, how about them boys?
Well, they're hanging in there. Philadelphia lost. That helps the Cowboys with Cowboys gonna win. The Cowboys gonna win all the 3 games, and then looking for help with that. Philadelphia, wow.
Who they lost to? They lost the other day.
They lost to the San Diego.
Yeah, Chargers.
Yeah, they lost to the Chargers. It's like, wow. I was shocked. Of course, I didn't watch the game, but yeah, my brother said, "Did you know what happened?" What happened? Philadelphia lost. I was like, oh, okay.
I thought the Texans were out of this earlier. When they started 0-3, I was like, man, that's it for them. But I don't know. They made a resurgence. We'll see how long it lasts, though. The Texan fan, I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
I know I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Everybody gets excited. Everybody's, oh man, we're going to do it this year. Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. And then they win the first round, but they've never ever in their franchise history won in the second round. So so that's what I'm saying. Our defense is really good, but our offense is I don't trust that our offense can score once we get in the playoffs.
Well, speaking of our Cowboys offense,
if we even make the playoffs. At this point, I don't want to even say that we're going to make the playoffs because that would probably jinx it for sure.
Well, yeah. So what do you think about college football? What do you think Texas is to get in?
Well, I knew Texas wasn't getting in. As soon as they lost to Florida, that was a wrap. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, forget it. There's no way.
Yeah.
How can you lose to Florida? I mean, losing to Ohio State was one thing. Losing to Georgia, but Florida's terrible.
Yeah, Florida is terrible, yeah.
So I see all these people trying to make arguments like, oh, we should be in, but I'm a Longhorn fan, and I don't think we deserve to be in.
No. I think
I was happy to see Ohio State lose to Indiana. That was that was a big. I didn't see that one coming.
I'll tell you, Jordan said they don't want to go to the bowl game, so they got $5.5 million.
The Notre Dame fans they're crashing out right about that. We just won't go to a bowl game. How about that? Well, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting.
You're hurting your fans. You're hurting your players.
You think the rest of football is upset because you're not going to go to a bowl game and get free money?
No.
I mean, that was stupid. That's
stupid. That's why they have. Yeah, that's what's one of the things about sports. Especially the playoffs. Especially if they're going to do a playoff system like that, somebody's going to get mad. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt. So that's why they get their feelings hurt. Oh, my team is that. And then they were busy. They were good. Oh, I get believe they don't have this. I can't believe they don't have bacon. Blah, blah, blah. I said, "No, really? You are a cruise ship." He said you have to bacon. Yeah, but that's the thing about that. Hurricane season was not uh, except for Jamaica. Uh, Jamaica got hammered with Cat 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
So a lot of cruises, a lot of cruise ports were closed. They had a couple hurricanes went to the Bahamas, so they had to close that. People were complaining that we can't go to the Bahamas. I'm sorry, but a cruise ship cannot go through a hurricane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that.
And why would anybody want to? You know, I mean, be safe. You know, I would if there's a hurricane, then stay away from it.
A hurricane on top of the storm. Yeah. Captains, we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go. You go to a store like that, something happens, you lose power. There's gonna be no help coming for hours. So yeah, people people on cruises just want to complain. They want to complain. You're on vacation. They want to complain. You gotta pay your bills. Get free food. You complain. Get service. You complain. The ship is running too slow. You complain. The ship is running too fast. I agree. The ships are running too fast. It needs to slow down. Go stay there longer.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
we had some people complaining, and this is what I thought was kind of dumb in my opinion, but you know, they want to put stuff on the outside of their door. And so they go to the cruise ports and they're buying souvenir magnets. And so they put them on the outside of their cabin door. And I guess, I don't know, somebody came through and took a couple of their magnets. And so they go down and complain to guest services. And guest services is like, well, I mean, there's really nothing we can do. You know, you put the stuff on the outside of your door, you know, and I don't know what they were expecting guest services to do about that anyway. Like
Mm,
what do you want, credit? Or I mean, you want an investigation done to find out, you know, so they went on the little Facebook page for the group cruise or for the group cruise and was like, just going off, you know, and accusing people, and we're going to find out. And
mhm.
it's like, y'all, why are you putting stuff on the outside of your cabin door? I mean,
I
the
just,
way I see it, if you want to put stuff on the outside of your door, fine, but I wouldn't put anything out there that you're not willing to lose.
right, yeah. That's why you gotta go by expensive place. And you won't get another one until you go back to the place. Yeah, keep that in your room.
Yeah, it's go to the dollar store, buy some dollar store stuff, put on the outside of your door. But if you're buying souvenirs, then keep them in your cabin, you know.
Keep it in the cabinet. Like pineapple. Keep it in the cabinet.
Yeah, there you go. Keep the pineapples and
Keep the
everything.
pineapple. Keep it in the cabinet. Don't even go there. I'm thinking, we all say, you don't complain about anything. We don't complain about everything.
Yeah,
No
that
on
was
vacation.
kind of crazy to me. I was like, man, to go to guest services over something like that. I mean, what? There's nothing they're going to be able to do. They're not going to go review footage.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
not a voted. Yeah,
That's not happening.
they just like to say, people just like to complain. I lost my mind. I need this.
Oh, I did the. They did have a special while I was on there for the spa, and it was like a 1 day pass for the thermal suite.
Uh-huh.
I've always wanted to do that, and I finally got to do that, and man, that was nice. Because they have,
I don't know what you do. What you do?
well, you go in, so they have like a big, it's essentially like a giant hot tub. It's like a pool size, but they have like water jets and stuff shooting all over the place, and they have those loungers that you lay on that are heated, and then they've got all the different steam rooms and all of that. And so I did check that out, and that was pretty nice because I stayed in there like 3 hours in the morning, and then I came back in the evening and hit it up for 3 hours again. I was like the only one in there pretty much.
Oh yeah, so you just all they did.
It felt good on my back, man. My muscles was loving it, you know.
Yeah, so here's the thing. There's the thing you can call that as thermal spa.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like $50 for, one day, or you could do 5 day. They had a 5 day pass you could get for like I think 130. But I think one day was good enough for me but I made sure I got my money's worth. Like I said, I went first thing in the morning, stayed in there for like 3 hours till I was all pruned up, and then I went and did whatever I was going to do that day. I went and ate dinner in the MDR, and then came right down and hit it up for another 3 hours. And like I said,
the main dining area was good, huh?
It's pretty nice. I wish I could have had that at home.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Can I get back home?
If I could have had a bucket of beer while I was in there, that would have been even better. But,
wow, yeah. Now, Derek was doing a video of the Tennessee game. They have a bar next to the buffet.
Oh wow, that's convenient.
So if you want to get your drinking when you eat a buffet, you got bartenders there. Oh, Derek. I mean, that's good.
Well, the Princess Ship had a bar right outside the buffet. So if you walked all the way through and went to the outside, they had like an outdoor seating area with the bar. And because I hit that up like at least 3 or 4 days, hit the buffet and then go right out to where the bar was. And as soon as I'm done eating, I can start hitting it up.
Yeah, the guys don't take it, but the main diet, I want to be pampered. Many times, I don't know, but this is a good one. Don't mention, I love the Jubilee. Membership I've been on is the Jubilee. It's a toss up between Jubilee and Navigator. Navigator has way too much fun.
Yeah, I like the Navigator. That was a good ship. I like that tiki bar that they had.
Yeah.
And also the lime and coconut bar out by the pool. That was nice.
I like the Gulf area part. Gulf area.
And then because they got that ship and they got the Ovation of the Seas that was out there in LA. So I did them both. I like the Ovation of the Seas. That's a really nice ship too, because they got the solarium pool, they've got an indoor pool, and then they've got an outdoor pool.
Yeah.
And ton of bars all over the place.
Yeah, Russell, they do it right. That was what a way.
That's the one where they had the I got the it was a one man balcony. It was a single balcony, and the single balcony was actually cheaper than the interior cabin. So
really,
I priced it out because I always check Royal site to see what the cheap deals they got, and they had the Ovation on there, and when I clicked on it, to look at the cabins, I was like, man, the interior, the single balcony was like $200 or $300, and the interior was 800. You know, so I was like, well, shoot, I'll get the balcony then. It was nice. It was, I mean, it was basically like an interior size cabin, but it had a balcony tacked onto it, and the balcony was, you know, a lot of room out there. Oh, you got somebody else in the chat. You got the Cam fam. Howdy, welcome in.
Good day here. Go ahead. I'll look at. Well, good evening. Let's see here. Well, welcome, man. Welcome into the place. Welcome to the prime time. Anything goes. Anything goes. I was telling my friend that the last time I was on that cruise to Jubilee, you probably saw the video of it in the hot tub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
On the way back, when it was freezing, it was the last day. I said, man, I got to go to the hot tub.
Well, hey Z, I'm gonna probably jump off here.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out his two channels, the crime channel. Check him out. Check his other channel out. We're waiting for the other one, for the Taipei channel. Waiting for that channel to come up. But thank you, Frank, for coming in. Guys, check out his channel. Go Texans. Maybe Texans will be in the playoffs because the Cowboys won't be in. I appreciate you coming in. Big bye.
No problem. I'll check everybody later, and I'll see you around.
I'll see you. Thank you, sir, for coming up. Appreciate you coming up here. Just here. Yeah. Bill, I get Bill. Don't want to come up tonight. He wants to. Was here for 2 hours. But 2 hours. Guys, don't forget tonight at 9 o'clock, Central Texas Eastern. That's what Nurse Nancy will be on. One of my dear friends. Be on. So everyone wants to know, what is your schedule like? What's your schedule gonna be up for practice on the scene? Well, this time we're trying to go back during the weekdays, be 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. Tomorrow, we'll try to do some news of the news you use concerning your cruises. Maybe we have some special guests. I think Bill won't be on because he'll be sleeping. Loves to sleep. He loves to sleep. So do I. I love to do some napping. I had to do that. Also, I'm going to do that. Related to the news of 2025, number one cruise news 2025. The Icon Street is coming to Galveston. 2027. If you want to book that cruise, go to bookingislandtime.com. Bookingislandtime.com. American America or Grammy help you to set that up. How you gonna put my deposit down January the 1st. That's the cruise. And yes, make monthly payments. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Get the so I'm doing $1,000. So yes, Yes. $1,000. So yes, I would get. I would get. To spend some time with your parents while they're living, make sure they're happy. You'll never know whether they'll be here or not be here. Uh, I wish my parents were here. I wish my parents were here because I know my mom will be loving to. My dad will be the fishing boat, fishing rod, some type of fishing rod on the back of the ship. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I'd like to thank my friend Big Mike for coming up. Most of the is all of you in the chat. Don't forget, wow, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. We'll try to make a comeback. It's been 2 hours. 2 hours. I would do a marathon, but I'm sorry. I don't know myself. I need alcohol. Guys, don't forget. See you. Merry Christmas. That's right, I said it. Merry Christmas. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Don't forget. Oh, I forgot what I was here to say. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Peace out. This is. Peace out.